everyone, Zephyr here, and welcome to a speed build of a school in The Sims 2. This is another short and sweet speed build. And not that kind of short and sweet, but I think partnering with Sabrina Carpenter and making a Sims pack would be pretty iconic. In fact, it would be more iconic than the Katy Perry Sweet Treats pack. But anyway, the reason why this build is kind of on the shorter side is because it's for my Sims 2 Build the City challenge that I'm actually posting here on YouTube. And my Sims are broke, so they don't have a lot of money to spend on a school. But I still wanted them to have a schoolhouse because I intend on playing functional schools in this neighborhood, meaning that I'll actually be able to send my Sims to school and see them do their schoolwork. And this is pretty exciting because it's only possible with the use of mods, and I've never done it before, so I'm excited to just play with it and just see how it goes in my neighborhood. I was trying to go for a very stereotypical one-room schoolhouse vibe, you know, the ones I'm talking about. They're typically red in media and have the school bell on top of the building, and I was just trying to go for that vision. And I'm hoping as the city grows, we can upgrade these schools and maybe eventually have a elementary school, middle school, and high school. But right now we're starting with small, humble beginnings, and all the students are going to be in one classroom. I think that's about all I want to say about the build right now anyway. Actually, there's one thing I should mention. I don't think I'm putting this build up for download. And the reason for that is, in order to make the school functional, there's a lot of like custom content that needs to be included that's a part of a set. And that I don't want people to have to worry about downloading the lot and then downloading all the proper custom content for the slot and making sure all the mods are compatible with their game and whatnot. And I just feel like it'd be a huge unnecessary production, especially since this school is so small. I feel like down the road when I build a bigger school for this neighborhood, maybe I'll put it up for download, but right now it's not worth it. But anyway, how are you guys doing? I've been doing pretty good myself. I feel like I haven't been investing as much time as I keep saying I want to invest in this channel, but like I've been kind of busy, okay? And by busy mostly, I mean during my downtime lately, I've been playing Fields of Mysteria, and it's taken over my life. It's such a good game. Like, my best friend in the game is a chicken, and that should tell you enough about the game that you should go and purchase it right now because it's so fun and quirky, and I love my chicken Henrietta. It's not even my chicken, it's my potential in-game boyfriend's chicken. And since that chicken is called Henrietta, I've been naming my chickens classic old names because I thought it was cute to kind of like match with my future potential husband. And the reason why I'm not saying he's gonna be my future husband for sure is the fact that like all the characters in the game are so fleshed out and good looking, and it's very hard for me to choose who my character is gonna marry. I kind of have it down to Hayden, March, or Celine, but like honestly all the romance candidates have potential, so I'm not sure. Another update, if you watched my previous speed build, I was talking about the fact that I was nervous to go get my haircut, and I went and got my haircut and it went incredibly. Best haircut experience of my life. My hair turned out just like the inspo pictures, which is something that didn't necessarily happen last time I went, which was with a different stylist, but this stylist actually specializes in the haircut that I wanted, and she was able to execute it perfectly, and I felt really comfortable in her chair, and I ended up rebooking her a couple months down the road because I just liked the experience a lot. So if you don't feel comfortable with your current hairdresser, I recommend branching out and trying someone new, because having an experience like that was definitely worth it. Like, I don't think you should be uncomfortable in a hair salon, and I wasn't uncomfortable in that salon, and I got the haircut that I wanted, and it was wonderful. And I have evidence that having a freshly done haircut is really confidence boosting, because right after the haircut, me and my boyfriend went to a restaurant, and I ordered something that I never would have ordered in a million years. It's not like it was anything like too crazy, but it was crazy for me. I ordered fish and chips, and the chips part, which are french fries, isn't necessarily adventurous for me, but the fish part is adventurous, and I ordered it, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. It made me feel like a true Canadian maritimer, you know? I've been trying to expand my seafood palette for one reason and one reason only. It's because I eventually want to go to a specific seafood restaurant in Halifax, and not because I hear the food is good or anything. Like, I've never heard anything bad about the food, But what I have heard about the building is the fact that it's haunted. The restaurant is called The Five Fishermen, and like I said, it's in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The building itself was used as a morgue to house the bodies of some of the people who passed away in the Titanic tragedy, and it's said to be haunted, and I just am very interested in history and potentially haunted locations, and I really want to go there, but I also want to enjoy the food when I go there, so I'm just trying to expand my palette and see where that takes me. But I think it would be so funny if like I'm here doing like a random speed build one of these days of like maybe a nice little house or something, and then in the middle of the speed build I'm like, hey guys, I think I captured evidence of ghosts existing. I want that to happen. It'd be fun. I look forward to that in the future. I guarantee it will happen. Even if it's like a little speck of dust in my photo, and I'm convinced myself it's like a paranormal orb, I want to experience that with you guys. So we're gonna try making that happen. In fact, I'm manifesting it. It's gonna happen. As for other life updates, I'm still on the Bumble BFF grind. In fact, I recently updated my profile and made it super clear that I love The Sims. I decided not to hide that part of myself because it's a pretty big part of my life, honestly. I mean, I have this channel dedicated to The Sims. I play it quite a bit. I consume media that often involves The Sims. Like, I need to not hide that from people. And honestly, in an ideal situation, meeting someone in real life that appreciates The Sims as much as I do would be fantastic. I would love to have a friend that kind of like shares that in common with me. And I'm not going to be able to find that person if I don't share my love for it on the profile, you know? But yeah, I've talked to a few girls on Bumble BFF. The conversations have mostly fizzled out. Part of it is my fault, part of it is their fault, but I feel like if you're truly going to vibe with someone, like the conversation is not going to die, so if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, even as friends. I just want to clarify that I'm not only looking for Simmers to talk to, because that would be kind of weird, and I don't think I would have a lot of options available to me. It's not like I'm swiping left or right based on whether or not I think the person knows who Bella Goth is. It's just the fact that I think having a simming friend would be nice. But I'm open to having friends based on my other interests too, not just The Sims. Honestly, here's the vibe I'm going for. I want someone or maybe multiple people I can hang out with in real life and maybe play video games with, board games, maybe go to the coffee shop occasionally, maybe go to theaters, partake in other nerdy activities. That's the vibe I'm going for. And whether or not I do that with like one person or a group of friends, it doesn't really matter. I want to have those kind of people in my life, so I'm trying to find them. But yeah, here I am, just adding the finishing touches to the school. Of course, we needed a playground because a school without a playground sounds depressing. Another reason why I don't want to necessarily put this build up for download just yet is because I'm not sure if I included all the items I need to make this school functional. I haven't even play tested it, so we're gonna see. If you are familiar with the mods I'm using and know I'm missing something that is important and that I need for the mod to function, let me know. I do know I need to download a visitor controller mod because if I don't, this lot is set as a community lot and every townie in the hood will just walk by and like walk into the school, and I just don't want that to happen. That is pretty unrealistic. If you don't already watch my Sims 2 Build a City Challenge series, I recommend watching it. I'm having a good time with it, but there's actually only 2 kids in the neighborhood so far, and they're twins, but I felt like we needed a schoolhouse anyway. Realistically speaking, if this town existed in real life, the kids would probably be shipped off like to the closest school in order to get their education or homeschooled, but I just felt like this town needed a school, okay? I was excited to play with this mod, so I just went for it. Plus, I finally added townies to the neighborhood, which the neighborhood did not have before, and it's just going to open up the dating options for the people in town, so I think more babies are going to be happening very soon in the neighborhood, so we need a school. But anyway, we are getting towards the end of the build. Like I said earlier, this build in particular probably won't be up for download. However, if you're interested in my other builds, they are available for download, and they're linked down below on my Patreon for free. Charging for Sims builds would be pretty cringe. You also can follow my Patreon for free and you'll be able to see the builds as I post them. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank the paid members of my Patreon because I don't really offer anything when it comes to Patreon tiers because I'm not sure what I would even offer. And yet these people still support me, and it's really nice. I appreciate it so much. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more Sims 2 content, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye guys.